everybody. Welcome to another episode of Average Guys Gourmet. I'm Tony Rican, and today I've got a really cool recipe for you. It's going to be a savory BLT cheesecake. Now don't look at me like that. I know everybody assumes that cheesecake is a sweet, sweet, sweet dessert. It's one of my favorite desserts, and this is not a sweet cheesecake. As I said in the name, it's a savory cheesecake. This recipe is very much an appetizer. You have a bunch of people over, you're going to slice this up, put it out. This is going to be something they're going to grab in with the little hand foods. Trust me, this is great and you will love it. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started making the crust. What I've done is I've gone ahead and I've preheated my oven to 325 degrees because I'm going to have to bake this. First we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our breadcrumbs, our Parmesan cheese, and our butter. I'm going to mix this all together. Once we have this mixed together, I'm going to go ahead and take my pan. I'm going to cook everything in. And I'm going to line the bottom of it and press it in with the crust. Or I guess press the crust in, not press it in with the crust. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Once you have your baking dish evenly coated on the bottom of this, you're going to go ahead and put it in the oven for 12 minutes. So let's go ahead and cue the swipe and move on. While I have the crust in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and start working on the cheesecake filling. I've got my cream cheese already in here. I'm going to take my whipping cream here, pour that in. Now, I'm going to go ahead and beat this all together, so it's going to get loud for a minute. And I'm going to tell you, the first time I did this, I had nothing but a fork. And my arm was tired. I hated it. And then I inherited my nice mixer here from my mom. Thank you for giving this to me. So let's go ahead and get this started and get in there. Okay, now that I have this nicely beaten together, I'm going to go ahead and start to put in my other ingredients. I have my green onions, my 1.5 cups of bacon, my sun-dried tomato, and my Swiss cheese. Almost forgot what I was putting in there. Then we're going to go ahead and beat this together. Okay, now that I've got all this mixed together, I'm going to go ahead and add my eggs in. I'm going to go ahead and beat this all together. And then once this is beaten together, I have to go ahead and take my crust out of the oven. It's almost ready. I've pulled my crust out of the oven, and to get it ready for the complete baking of the cheesecake, what I've done is I've got my larger tray, filled it with about a 3/4 of an inch to an inch of hot boiling water, and then I put the crust pan in that one, And I'm going to take my filling and go ahead and lay it over the crust. Go ahead and spread it. Make sure it's spread nice and evenly over it, the crust. Being a little bit impatient here, so I'm pulling my crust up a little bit, but it's okay. So there you go. Now that I've got this all in here, I'm going to go ahead and take this and I'll put it in the oven for 45 minutes. Once it's done in the oven, I'll go ahead and pull it out, and I will take a butter knife and I'll loosen around the edges to make sure it's not sticking. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator overnight. And that's it. Your recipe's done and it's ready to serve for tomorrow's party. So have a good time at your party and love this appetizer. We'll see you guys next time.